EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Willis. And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Second and short now following the fumble.
Ready.
Grimes. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Again, they'll run it with Grimes. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. With the carry, it's Grimes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd down, here's Willis. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On the ground, this is Grimes. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Let's go now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Jackson on 1st down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Yo.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now Grimes. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Hold the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. Willis. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hall. Touchdown, Washington. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
On first down, Grimes. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 53 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead is Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Willis. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Ravens 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 24, Ravens 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. In motion left, Flowers. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
No, we changed it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Grimes. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Willis now off play action. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Willis to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Grimes, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down now, Grimes. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Ravens 14. Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point by Slye is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Into space at the 45.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Quick, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
DC, ready?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Ready?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.